This morning, we are waiting to hear from President Joe Biden after he officially announced on social media yesterday he's dropping out of the 2024 presidential race and has endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris. 11 Alive's Rarione Maniece with our political team joining us this morning with reaction from our local leaders. A lot of people saw this coming, Ariana, but still a shock factor.
That is right. Good morning, Aisha. President Biden deciding to drop out of the race for the White House has really sent this election season into a tailspin. It's a decision that's garnered reaction from both Democrats and Republicans as the country really just tries to figure out where does the race for the president go from here.
We saw the debate, and I think a lot of us saw what we see in a lot of our aging relatives.
Former Democratic Representative Caroline Bordeaux says she saw President Biden dropping out of the race for the White House coming. A decision, she says, puts the country first, and now Vice President Kamala Harris at the forefront.
Kamala has a fantastic record, and I think she has a lot of window to appeal to very moderate voters. This may require leaning some on her prosecutor's background.
But those on the other side of the aisle are now calling for Biden to take it a step further.
If he's not fit to run for this office, he's certainly not fit to continue to serve in this office.
Georgia Republican Party Chair Josh McCoon is joining the echo of other Republicans calling for Biden to step down as a commander-in-chief, while also taking aim at the candidate Biden endorsed, Vice President Harris.
Vice President Harris has a long track record as a prosecutor in California, putting people away for very long prison terms for nonviolent drug offenses. And I think that's going to be an issue.
It's still up for Democratic delegates to decide who will be the Democratic candidate for president. It's a decision Democrats say is consequential.
It has nothing to do with skin color, about gender. It literally is a choice between democracy and not having democracy.
Democratic State Representative Darshawn Kendrick says it's a choice that stands to unify the party.
I believe that Democrats are going to be united around one person. I believe that America is going to see Donald Trump and the Republican Party for what they are, and we're going to put forth the best candidate that we have.
Now, keep in mind the general election, the presidential election is about 3 months away, but Bordeaux says that if Vice President Kamala Harris isn't able to garner enough support to clinch the Democratic nominee, she says she still sees that there's more time for another candidate to jump into this race. Meanwhile, the Republican McCoon, he says that Vice President Kamala Harris, her poll numbers aren't any better than President Biden. Reporting live from the Capitol, I'm Rarione Maniece for 11 Alive. Back to you.
Ariana, thank you. So now that President Biden has endorsed VP Harris for the 2024 race, you might be wondering if she automatically becomes the party's nominee. Well, the answer is no. The Democratic Party rules allows the party to pick another candidate. In 4 weeks, the party will hold their Democratic National Convention. At the convention, almost all of Biden's 4,000 delegates will be able to vote for anyone they want. As of this morning, NBC News reports several states have already announced all of their delegates will vote for Harris. These states are Tennessee, New Hampshire, Louisiana, Florida, North and South Carolina. The Democratic National Convention starts August 19th in Chicago.
Biden's announcement to step out of the presidential race came down when many people were up in the air. So we talked to Georgia voters at the airport who learned the news right after they got off a plane.
I believe she'll do a good job.
Harris wouldn't have necessarily been my first choice for the Democratic nominee, but I feel like I can look someone in the eyes and say with a straight face that I support her candidacy, which was something that I didn't truly feel about Biden.
And coming up later this morning, the Today Show will have much more coverage of President Biden's decision to drop out of the race and endorse Vice President Harris. That is right after 11 Alive Morning News. To get caught up on all of the latest information, text the word Biden to the number on your screen, 404-885-7600. We'll send that information right to your phone.